It's winter, 1943, and you're a German sniper on the Eastern Front, and you've just been sent out on a special military operation to deal with the Soviet sniper problem. Now, you've been in the vicinity doing reconnaissance for a while now, and your target is a young Soviet sniper who's been heavily featured as a Soviet hero in their propaganda. While you can return to German lines at any time, you have been spending weeks in the field at a time, deep behind Russian lines sometimes, to target and eliminate this enemy sniper problem. And depending on conditions, it may take you up to 12 to 24 hours of travel to safely return to the German lines. So this week, you carefully set up a trap in the department store just to destroy him and his observer. And finally, from your hide, you see a pair of snipers inbound, and you slowly target them. You were able to eliminate one of them while they were displacing, and observe that the other sniper had withdrawn. So as hours passed, you finally broke cover and went to assess your kill. Right there, right next to the deceased Soviet sniper, you found a rifle that you've only heard of. You went in and grabbed it. Yes, it's a Mosin Nagant PEM Sniper, which this is a PU sniper. But the interesting thing is, there's a Bramit device on the muzzle. Now this is a device that decreases the noise signature of the rifle, and it's something that you've only heard of. But it makes sense, because this matches with what intelligence reports have been suggesting, that Soviet snipers have been exceedingly difficult to locate, and presumably they were using some NKVD's field manufactured decreased velocity loads for their Mosin Nagant snipers and suppressors equipped. So you decide, I'm going to take this rifle as a trophy, or perhaps as a useful tool as you begin to exfiltrate, and you sling it over your shoulder with a bandolier of ammunition that the Soviet sniper did not need anymore. But at that moment you freeze. The rumble of a Soviet armored column echoes through the streets. As you look over, a shot rings out. It barely misses you, but you drop to the ground. Enemy sniper in the area. Now you're forced to slow crawl out of the vicinity and only carry one rifle with its associated ammunition back to safety. Option number 1. Kar98k with a Zf39 optic and 68 rounds of sniper ammunition and 20 rounds of incendiary observation ammunition. Option number 2. That Mosin Nagant sniper with a suppressor, the Bramit device, with a mix of 150 rounds of decreased velocity ammunition and 150 rounds of standard ammunition. Now both of these rifles appear serviceable, especially with the intelligence reports on Soviet snipers eliminating German troops with such deadly accuracy, and that your rifle, your service rifle, was specifically spared from the damage. Which of these two options would you choose to survive and fight another day? But hurry though, snipers in the area. Hey guys, Future Henry here. I actually had a few more things I needed to add to this, because pick 1, I did not mention here, is a live stream event where we take this scenario and we discuss it with a special guest. And this month we're going to have the blessed Ian McCollum from Forgotten Weapons as our third host. And Ian has actually handled the Bramit device, an experience that is exceedingly rare for us in North America.
Probably not more than 100,000, so somewhere in that range. However, they are extremely rare today because they went out of Soviet service after World War II. They apparently weren't particularly interesting souvenirs for soldiers to bring home. And so while I'm sure there are more of them in Russia today than there are in the West, there are very few of them anywhere. So that's why we have this one. Even for the condition that it's in, it's still a really, really cool find.
So it'll be Josh, I, and Ian all sitting live streaming at the date time group that you will see in the description below. And we're going to talk about whether we choose the 98k Sniper or the Mosin Nagant PU with a suppressor. However, I still need you guys to comment in this video below or comment on the community page where the vote is, because we take parts of the comment section, we bring it onto the live stream discussion. We actually talk about some of the comments that you guys make. There, we're also going to invite you guys, if you're on during the live stream, to also drop us live questions and live comments for us to talk about. So don't forget to comment, vote, and we will see you guys at the live stream event. But now let's go back to the original video. Now typically this is where I would end and let you go to the polls and make your decision and choose, which we do have polls up if this video is up. So go ahead in the YouTube community page and make your vote. What I do have to make a specific comment about is that we are not in any way, shape, or fashion promoting extreme ideologies. That means we are not promoting Yatsism. This particular scenario, Josh asked if we could tell it from the Soviet perspective in the same scenario, which would make zero sense because the Soviets would just take their own service rifle and the Germans did not have any developed suppressors back then. And of course, then he asked, could the person not be German? And I thought maybe he could be Josef Sepp Allerberger, a famous Austrian sniper in World War II who wrote a memoir that many people refer to. And then Josh promptly told me, no, Austrian, worse in this scenario. And so then he suggested maybe he could be something else like Czech or Finnish, and then I reminded Josh that if he were fighting as a sniper on the Eastern Front, as a Czech or a Finnish soldier, given that type of latitude, having that type of trust from the people in charge, they would most likely be even more zealous than those people in charge. And so there was no way around this. This is not in any way of telling you that you have to promote the extreme ideologies of yesteryear. We are putting you in a tactical scenario to choose between a suppressed Mosin Nagant PEM Sniper or a German Kar98k Sniper with sniper ammunition and exploding ammunition. So, please exercise maturity as best you can, and I know you will. And we'll see you in the comments section. But don't forget to vote. We'll see you later.
716 is Steel 96, 4 Vic, 8 packs, Redcon 1, green to green. How copy, over?
Steel 96, this is 716, roger, over. 16, Steel 91, 1 pack, green, green, over. This is 716, roger, over.
16, Steel 92, 1 Victor, 2 packs, Redcon 1, over.